So there are three parties which are running at a level pegging at the moment in the opinion polls at around 20 to 22% each. The two old parties, historic parties, Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael, are in government together. They're on the centre-right traditionally. And we also have the main centre-left to left opposition party, Sinn Féin, which is unusual in that it's an all-island party, unlike the other parties competing in the elections, which are all just based in the Republic of Ireland. Differentiating them on policy, one would think would be easy, given one is a left-wing party and the other two are centre-right. But the whole theme of this campaign has been expenditure, 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 and promises about spending more money on infrastructure, housing, disability, benefits for people, also education, and a variety of major capital projects. Well, the two centre-right parties are not officially in a coalition, but it's quite clear from their rhetoric that they would like to be returned to government, although interestingly not with their current third party, the Green Party. They've clearly intimated in not so veiled language that their preference is for the small centre-left Labour Party. So it will depend on the results in the election on Friday. It will come down to which combination of parties can make the 88 figure which is needed for a majority. Sinn Féin are very keen on a left-wing coalition, but it's going to be difficult for them to make up the numbers. I think an interesting feature of Irish politics is that we've never actually had a Prime Minister, a Taoiseach, from a left-wing party. It's always come from Fine Gael or Fianna Fáil. So it will really come down to the seat distribution at the end of the day. And we also have this interesting feature where a lot of independents get elected, and we have huge numbers of independents running in this election, and some of them may become kingmakers on that march to get a majority.
Need to go that far, Fran. Yeah.
It's almost a dead heat. Well within the margin of error, they're all around 21, 22% at the moment. Fine Gael had been doing better, but had a rapid drop in the polls in the last 10 days. So at the moment, it's unclear which, if any of them, will be the plurality party, although it may be Fianna Fáil because they've had a steady, safe campaign. Each voter is different, and there's a huge number of issues at play. But if you were to pick the top issue, it's like any other country. It's the economy, it's the cost of living, and in particularly in Ireland and relatedly, housing. There's a severe housing crisis. Young people cannot afford to move out of home. Even people with very good jobs can't afford to get on the property ladder. So that is a major, major issue here.
If you see something, what we had yesterday,
the economists would say some of the expenditure promises are reckless and unsustainable, and that the country will be in trouble even if the current economic growth is sustained, that within 10 years these promises just cannot be met. But there's an extra layer of danger with the Trump presidency, given his threats to introduce tariffs and perhaps to invoke economic war. Ireland is heavily dependent on US direct investment. We also export hugely to the United States, and 10% of the workforce is employed in US multinationals. So we are concerned, and we're more exposed perhaps than any other EU country to the Trump presidency.